Hey y'all, it's your girl Fee, the top notch diva, and your favorite entrepreneur. As always, I am back. Y'all should already know it was going down, that I would actually be here, ready to have a good time, okay? It is before the new year. Okay, what today? A few days, couple days. Today the 30th, okay? Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, okay? Uh, it's almost time. It's 2025 is almost here, so you guys have to know that I was going to come by and do a podcast before the year ends, okay? So I am totally excited. Before we begin, I'd like to take this moment to thank you guys for stopping by this side of podcast heaven. You can be anywhere you choose to be, right? But you chose the No Not Popular podcast with your girl Fee, the Top Notch Diva. And I just want to say I appreciate you. Okay. So you always got to give it up for the people who support you in everything. This is definitely a big thing. Okay, so before we begin, also, y'all know I have to do my drops. I got to tell you about the business that I do. I got to tell you about the people that support me, that I support in return, how things go. And before we go another further, Top Notch Global Enterprises, topnotchnews.com, where you can get your business entertainment all in one. We are one-stop solutions, okay? So definitely, I'll talk about that more. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about New Year's resolutions, not New Year's resolutions, okay? And that's what we're talking about. New Year's resolutions, but not New Year's resolutions. Okay, are you doing New Year's resolutions this year, or are you one of the people who who said, I ain't doing these New Year's resolutions? It is for the birds, honey. Every year I'd say I'm gonna go down 20 pounds, and it just don't happen. So, we're gonna talk about it today, because either way, y'all already know it's nothing wrong with however you feel. We are about being one with our emotions and our feelings, and however you feel, we're gonna own that thing, and we're gonna talk about it, okay? So, also, we're gonna shout out to Frisky Whiskey. If you are looking for somewhere to be entertained with a live band, good drinks, good food, make sure you go by the Frisky Whiskey, okay? New Year's Eve celebration. Yes, yes, and it's the official grand opening. The official grand opening, okay? So you guys can go and check them out. I've been there. So listen, if you've been watching or checking out any of my media that I do, then you already seen Frisky Whiskey, right? And how they get down. It's a whole celebration. It's a whole celebration. And that's what we're doing for New Year's Eve. So it's at 1701 Webster Street and in Houston, Texas. Always hit your girl up, Fee, the Top Notch Diva. If you need to RSVP, we got sections, great section specials for the New Year's, as well as you can always reserve your table, because especially when there's a live band performance, you want to just be prepared and make sure you got your table and your seating ready. Because listen, I've been covering about 2 weeks, and on my social media, I go live on Facebook, and I go live on TikTok. So if you're following Philicia Jones, and guess what? It's Philicia with the PHI, PHILICIA, okay? Philicia Jones. Or if you're following me on TikTok, okay? SeaWorld, okay? I've been going live, taking you guys inside of Frisky Whiskey, letting you all see that celebration, and just a good time, a great vibe. So always, definitely, you guys know I also do promotions, events, booking. So hit me up if you want to reserve a section, table, anything there, okay? As well as Miss Mary Allen, who I also tag, okay? So it's a good time. It's a new year coming up in the next few days. It's nothing but excitement. I'm happy. I'm glad you're here with me. That's why I have the happy music going, okay? We plan to have a good time. It's nothing but cheers, happiness, love, peace, okay? That's all we on this year. From the end of this year to next year. That's all we on. Good vibes, positivity, having nothing but a good time, okay? Yeah, so I am totally excited. We're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. Do you have them or not, okay? So, yeah, shout out to Frisky Whiskey, 1701 Webster Street. If I did not already put the address, 1701 Webster Street, 6:30 p.m., the band will go live. So, listen, the doors are open 4 p.m. Throughout the week, 10 a.m. on the weekends. So, come out, have a good time. 6:30, it's gonna start jumping with the live band entertainment. And also, don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms so that you can see some of the reviews. I'll try to put them up on YouTube, on my YouTube later. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. We've had a good time, but let's go ahead and talk about it. New Year's resolutions. Okay? Surprisingly, I've only saw a peak of people talking about the New Year's resolutions. It hasn't been much. And guess what? I don't think that's a bad thing. As a matter of fact, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Because, as I was thinking about it, and even when putting together this particular podcast and saying, before the new year end, what am I going to talk about? Y'all know I try not to stick with the same old. I try to give you something different. In each segment, each episode, I want and I hope to keep you guys entertained and just bring something more to you, right? So, yeah, we're talking about this year is coming to the end. Today's the 30th. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. 2025 is right around the corner. Do you have any plans? Are you one of the people that already is planning out their New Year's resolutions, saying, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start that business that I've been wanting to start. I'm going to lose those few pounds that I want to lose. I'm going to get healthy. Everybody always target losing weight, but guess what? Health is health. Also, health is wealth. So it's all types of ways that we can get healthy. And as a matter of fact, there's all types of ways where we need to be healthy. So, are you planning for that? I was on TikTok live the other day, and I was actually talking about that. We say we have all of these New Year's resolutions, but we don't start anything. Nothing has began. And I just want to put something in your spirit, just in case you plan to start on January 1st. I don't know if this is Virgo logic or just real logic. You might be behind the mark. And the reason why I say you might be behind the mark is because if you plan to start doing something on January 1st, the main thing that I've said is that you plant So if you plan on doing something, that means you should have been writing it down, taking a picture, some kind of, something is um, being done in advance to be able to start on that goal that you have in place. And guess what? It's not too late. Don't be like, man, Pete, you messed me up, because I didn't even think of it. Because guess what? I was going to start my diet or changing my eating habits on January 1st, and you will. But guess what? Did you do your meal plan yet? It's that part done. It's the pre-plan that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's what I'm going to do. If I plan to do this, there's something that I need to do prior to getting that thing done. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I'm just here to help you. You know I'm just here to help you. I try to entertain you in the middle of it. I try not to just tell you a dry story. So, I want us to get it for real. I do like to entertain, but I do want us to get it as well. Y'all just don't know that my ultimate goal has always been for my people. And when I say my people, I mean that people that have come from the walk of life that I've come from. You know what I'm saying? The walk of struggle and wanting to change. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally all about motivation. So I don't want to get out. I don't want to get too far out. But yeah, that's really what the podcast about. I definitely keep you guys entertained. I drop out the entertainment that's going on every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But it's really about, okay, what can I do to help myself tomorrow? What can I do to help myself today? What can I do to really say, if I say that I want to change just because I follow P. Okay, so Philicia always giving some motivation. So most likely I'm going to be able to come to her podcast and she's going to give me something that is going to be able to motivate me to get to the next level. And the thing about me is that I try, it's like you want to change, but you want to still be at the level of those who understand you. So in life, I don't know how far or where you picked up on catching on to what I have going on. But there's been a change, but there's still a portion of me that do not want to lose where I've come from, because it's the goal that I reach the ones that want to change that's still there. Or that's where I was, where we're not gonna make, give it too much deepness of depth. But pre-planning is mainly the thing, okay, guys? So we talking about New Year's resolutions. Am I for them? Am I against them? What New Year's resolutions do I have? And if I have New Year's resolutions, am I pre-planning for them in advance? Right? You know what I'm saying? And I just used the example of, I said that I'm going to change my eating habits. So I should already have an idea of either the person that I'm going to use to set up. How do they give you a certain amount of food? I used to, when I first got out the hospital, I went and I knew I had to change my eating habits up. So pre-meal plans, yeah. So I went to one of the members I knew, or one of our old members, and he became he's a chef. So I pre-planned my meals out and I pre-ordered them and things of that nature. So that's just an idea, and there's still time now. And the reason why I say earlier, I said you're behind the curve in the event you say you're waiting till January 1st to change your eating. if you have not already planned out those habits that you're going to do, the reason why you're behind is because now January 1st, now you got to go find somebody or find out, okay, well, what do I want to eat? Now, you get what I'm saying? And then in the middle of you finding out everything that you want to eat and what's the right way to eat it and stuff, guess what? You still eating that burger because you don't know yet. You feel me? I'm helping you help you. You feel me? I'm helping somebody help somebody. And I'm helping somebody like myself. You get what I'm saying? So those are just examples. The other thing that we're going to talk about is, okay, setting those resolutions and keeping them. How many times, and that's why I said, it's so many people, and I get it, that are saying, I'm not doing it no more. And bingo, I might be one, but not slightly, because anytime you are going to hear me talk business, you're going to know that I'm on a mission to be number one in marketing, okay? So you guys know that you can always go to topnotchnews.com for all of your business entertainment in one place. If you want to shop, if you need a job, if you're an entrepreneur, if you need a consultation, if you need to plan an event, if you need production, whatever it is that you're doing or that you need. If you want to be entertained, i.e. my podcast, our media news site. You know what I'm saying? It's all types of avenues that you'll be able to take when going to topnotchnews.com, right? And that's my goal, that more people are able to find out about it. So that is something that I'm working on now, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I plan to go even harder at the beginning of the year in a few days? Sure. But I'm already pre-planning. I already have ideas in mind. I've kind of already been working, i.e. doing things, stepping outside of my boundaries, and doing things that I wouldn't normally do. You know what I'm saying? And so in a way, I am still saying that, yes, I have New Year's resolutions. But I also am not going with I have to do this, I'm going to do this, I have to do that. Because so many times we make these plans and we say, as a matter of fact, this is going to happen as a New Year's resolution. New Year's resolutions and goals. New Year's resolutions, goals, okay? Our goals, we write them down. We are planning toward them. New Year's resolutions are ideas, wishes, things that we say that we're going to do. What y'all think? That's kind of pretty much where we're going with that. New Year's resolutions. I say, this is something that I say is going to happen. I really want it to happen. You know what I'm saying? But not all the time does it happen. Goals that people put in place are pre-planned. They're written out. You know what I'm saying? Things are happening in order to manifest and make those particular goals be accomplished. So, either or, swish wash, okay? The point is that for this year coming up, we want to make sure that it's December 30th when you guys start posting, and it's okay. Those New Year's resolutions, what you're going to do, as a matter of fact, just realize that there is some pre-planning that's going to be done, that should be done in order for you to actually get started on January 1st. Don't wait till January 1st to get started, to plan, is what I'm saying. Don't wait till January 1st to plan, because it'll be at that point why I'm saying you a little bit behind the mark. Right? So it's just like, all right, B, you put me on something, you broke something down. But I'm gonna take a brief break. I'm gonna be right back with you. I want to break down some news to y'all. Just drop some more information in y'all spirit, okay? I'll be right back. All right, for everybody that's looking for work, make sure you visit topnotchnews.com. Click on staffing and work from home so that you can view all jobs that are available. Visit topnotchnews.com. We're your number one marketing source for business and entertainment. Enjoy the rest of the show. Woo! Y'all know I'm back. Your girl is back. Your girl is back. Okay. So we're talking about our New Year's resolutions. And if you're going to decide to do them, not to do them, either way is fine. If you're not doing any New Year's resolutions, I definitely say do goals. Because, guys, goals is what keeps us motivated, right? New Year's resolutions are once a year. Goals are throughout the year. I try to reach a goal each quarter. You know, and let me tell you guys something about motivation and what I also want to drop in your spirit. Don't get discouraged if you do not reach a goal. Because for everything, to me, there is a lesson, right? If you don't reach a goal, that does not mean you failed. Don't do it. It just means, okay, maybe I need to come back and look. Or maybe I need to keep going. It's not time. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you have, like, I'd say quarterly goals, right? If a goal is not reached, it does not mean what you're doing is not working, right? It could be soon. It could be, it's still a little early. What you should be seeing is movement on the goal, right? Okay? From beginning to the end, especially when it comes into anything, actually, business, relationship, health. There should be some type of movement from when I started to that end point. Again, I'm using a quarter, so 90 days, right? So let's say you go 20 pounds, but you reached 15. You're not giving up. Don't give up. And it's not saying what you did is wrong. Now, you might say, okay, is there something that I can do differently? Okay, right? Or if you know that you've done everything the correct way and you don't think that there's anything different that you can do, guess what? That means the only thing that is missing is time. I've done everything that I can do. I've done every plan. I've matched it. I thought I would reach my goal. You did then. It's just a little time. But it ain't over. It ain't over. And guess what? I was at my church service in a few weeks ago, and my god brother said something, and honey, it's sticking with me. He said, make sure the people know they can't give up on you too soon, right? Don't give up on me too soon, baby. Don't give up on your goals too soon, right? Whatever it is, whatever it may be, don't give up on that thing too soon, because you might be right at that point of breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? And when you walk away, it's at the moment when you walk away where the door was just about to open and you turned around and you walked away. I'll use, for example, and I tell everybody, actually, I went live on my Facebook because that's viewed a little bit more than my podcast. And I say it's cool that I could talk about anything on my podcast because a majority of the time, people I know, they're not gonna come to listen. So, um, a brief story, okay. In the essence of giving up. So I have to take pauses now, y'all, because I'm thinking things through a little bit more. And believe it or not, it's so easy for people to overthink. And I say one thing and everything be done went all wrong, right? So I'm gonna just give this story about not giving up, right? And because it fits what I'm talking about. Then I'm gonna end it with this story, okay? So boom, I had a booking, and y'all know I'm an entrepreneur. So basically, how I work is how I eat, okay? If I don't work, I don't eat, right? And I had a booking, but the things that I needed, the deposits, the finances, the contract, it just was a lot of things that was not being able to get done from the client standpoint. So even though I know I wanted to do a booking, I had to tell my client that, boom, I'm going to have to walk. And I'm going to have to close their booking because, one, I never received any type of payment. I barely got the contract in. It's just I want to be able to meet the goals that I have in order to get things accomplished, right? Because whenever you do stuff, there's a certain pre-planning in business that you have to do in order to get things accomplished. So it takes not only the business, but it also takes the side of the client in order to make sure that all things are done, accomplished. Let's go on and on, right? So I felt, so I said I had to step away. Now I know that everything was soon, which is why I had to step away, because I was like, well, I don't want to put my name out there and do bad work because I'm not prepared, because I haven't gotten the funds needed in order to get the things that I need. Because believe it or not, a lot of times, in pre-planning, you gotta pay for stuff, okay? People in business don't just get money and pocket it. It's stuff they gotta pay for in order to, service our clients. So when I had to walk, this is where the it ain't over came. I knew I wanted to do the service. I knew I wanted to, because the client wanted me to do it. You know what I'm saying? They chose me. They asked me. We talked about it. We agreed on it. It's just, unfortunately, everything didn't pan through. So for me as a business, I have to move forward. I also have other things happening within the same day. So my schedule was crazy. So it's like, boom, I got to just go ahead and close this one out. But some in me said, take a moment and think that thing through, right? So I went back. I told the client that I have to walk unless they are prepared to go ahead and fulfill the obligations needed. So I did not give up on working with my client because, one, I love the client. You know what I'm saying? And again, any moment, anytime someone come to me personally, it's like, I really want you to do it. We talked about it, we planned it out. I know they want to do it. They just probably just lost up in life. And I get it, but, there's also, it was also sides. The good thing is that we as client and business was able to get things started, get things resolved so that we can move forward in business on both ends could be done as usual. So, hopefully it didn't take me that long to get to the bottom line of hanging on in there. You know what I'm saying? When it's something that you want and not giving up regardless of how things look. It took me a long time because I try to be really cautious of how I say things. And because, again, people can, I never want to offend anyone. And sometimes people, I can be talking about who knows, because I do have multiple clients, right? And their client can think they talk, and I really ain't even talk to them about nothing, but they'll add themselves. So I'm like, all right, Phoebe, real specific. So it takes me a little longer sometimes to kind of get to that point because I try to mix and guide, make sure, okay, nothing is offensive. The bottom line is at one point, bam, I had to walk away from a client that was not doing what I would say they're part of the bargain. I had to say, we got to close this book out because I won't be ready in time. Okay, now in my mind I closed that thing out, but when I closed it out, that really wasn't what I want to do. I didn't really want to close it out. It's just I couldn't do it. In my mind, I can't do the job. So I'm going to walk away. Right? That's where I was going. I'm going to walk away from something that I want to do, but I'm going to walk because I cannot do it because I don't have the things that I need. And before I completely walked, I said, but if we can go ahead and move forward, we went ahead and talked it over, got things accomplished. Boom, things worked out. Me and clients still working. Everybody's still happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was going. It just, I didn't want, hey, I don't know that my client's going to listen to this. I don't know which one of my clients going to listen to it. I actually got a very busy week. Thank you, Lord. Okay? Very busy month. Okay? So, yeah, that's that, right? When it comes to your New Year's resolutions, don't give up on it, okay? When it comes to your goals, don't give up on it. You change them New Year's resolutions. If you don't meet it, you change it from a New Year's resolution to a goal, okay? And guess what? Goals can change. All right? The point is hang in there. Hang in there because times is hard. Y'all, I watch a lot of documentaries and reality because I like to see the truth of where a person is coming from, or I like to see visuals or their side of the story. You get what I'm saying? Of where a person comes from and how far they made it, and just how low. And this is, I'm sure I'm not gonna say I'm sure because guess what? I speak silver spoons, gold spoons, all that listening to my podcast. But I think a majority of my listeners, we come from a life of we've had to work hard to get the things that we need. We are working hard to get the things that we need. We are working hard to reach goals. We are working. No, we didn't have the opportunity, blessing of somebody saying, take this money, build you a team. Because guess what? A team, Lord, anybody that got them a team, you, Lord, if you ain't gave them a gift, I don't know what happened. Because a team is so needed in order to be successful. No, a team is so wanted. Unfortunately, for my entrepreneur, I got to be honest with us. If we got that mindset, we going to work. It's just harder. It's so much harder. I'm not here to fool y'all. I'm not here to entertain nobody. Anytime you come to me with a business idea, one, I have several options you can choose from. When you're an entrepreneur, you can start on your own. But I'm not going to make anything seem as though something is easy And you can do it on your own. You dig? And it's going to be easy, right? If you're doing everything that comes to business or life period on your own, guarantee you it ain't easy. Guarantee you it ain't easy. And for those who know that a person is working in life solo, you should be easy on them, because guarantee you they might have a certain amount of stress going on in their life. No offense to my silver spooners. Like I say, I speak them into my life on my podcast. I speak support, all of that, right? All of that. But I'm talking to my people who just have a vision. They have them goals, but they don't have the money, honey. And I'm motivating y'all, and really everybody. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. If you have the funds, God bless you. Get that team together. You know what I'm saying? Because those goals definitely can be met. And if you not meeting some goals, listen to your team. Hear what your team have to say. Come back to the table. Let's see how that's going to work out. Hey, if anybody need help with this, come to topnotchnews.com. Set up a consultation. I can always sit in. I do development. I do planning, marketing. I'm here for you, okay? But listen, it's been 36 minutes. Listen, the more I talk to you guys, the more I go live and stuff. I'm loving it. I love talking to you guys. I love being able to talk about the things that's going on. Don't forget, shout out to Frisky Whiskey. Go New Year's Eve. Actually, they're open daily, 4 p.m. during the weekday, 10 a.m. on the weekends, for brunch. Okay. All types of foods you can choose from. I love to go with my wings. I get my wings and fries, or my fish and shrimp. So you have all types of options to choose from. Crab cakes, everything. So 1701 Webster Street. If you're needing jobs, entertainment, news, again, the No Not Popular podcast is produced by Top Notch Global Enterprises. Visit topnotchnews.com. We're your number one marketing source. Hey, on to the next. Don't forget, tell a friend that the next time. Peace.